and I've made it a habit, you guys. 3 weeks really is a habit, but I always say 6 weeks is actually a lifestyle. So I'm well on the way to that. And, with that, actually, also, I'm incorporating a lot of healthy eating. But it also means having to change my sleep pattern, which was one of the things, one of my bad habits was staying up very late because I'm a night owl. And so I was really struggling with that. So by working out, having to get up, go to the earlier class, it is forcing me to get up earlier, to go to bed earlier. I also want to be, getting up much earlier even than that. Around 7 a.m. So I have about an hour before my kids get up. And this way I can do all the things that I teach all of you guys. Because I was doing it, but it was sporadic. And I have a very, a flexible schedule. And so I was doing these things kind of throughout, but I'm finding now that to be able to incorporate taking care of myself, loving myself, loving my body, right? Taking care of my body, nurturing myself in all ways, because you guys, it's all about mind, body, and spirit. It's not just one thing. So by taking care of all of these things, I found that the only way to do it is to really have a schedule and a routine. And I've never been one for routines, you guys. I have been a free spirit, and what do they say? Fly by the seat of my pants, right? That's how I did things, and it worked. But if you're struggling with any kind of mental health issues or PTSD, trauma, things like that, which I have in the past, with trauma and PTSD, schedule, consistency, being grounded is very important. And that brings me to my point about the fire horse year, which is that things are going to happen very quickly. So this is going to be the time that you really want to learn how to ground yourself, get yourself really solid, stable, and secure within yourself, which is what I teach you guys. My clients, if I'm teaching you, to meditate, to do breath work. These things are important. Grounding activities, eating, more fruits and vegetables, right? Things that are, natural part, that come out of the ground. Spending time in nature, right? Being barefoot outside, those kinds of things is very important. But because things are going to go fast, you need to be able to be really grounded within yourself. And, this is really important, to be able to do it. Routine is really helpful. Okay. And so once you create a habit, right, then it becomes a lifestyle, like I said. And that's what I've been doing. And so, it pretty much is, it feels like a full-time job, right? Because I'm incorporating everything, dealing with, my mind. So I'm doing a lot of different things to help with, my mindset.